Hello, Senn. I'm Sandy Cervantes.
And I'm the one and only Tashkia Sultana.
And this is our spooky Halloween episode.
Sandy, did you ever feel like somebody's like watching you or something?
Honestly, yeah. But it only feels like that when it comes to this class.
What? But yeah, it does really feel like somebody's out there to get Senn TV or something. Ooh. But anyways, let's get into this.
Although Senntoberfest was scheduled for October 20th, it was unfortunately canceled permanently due to weather. Let's take a look.
Senntoberfest was rescheduled for October 20th. Everything was set up ready to go, but Mother Nature was an impediment for it to continue.
Unfortunately, nature played a foul trick on us. If anyone was at the event, they know that at about 12 o'clock, it started to hail. The bounce house actually blew over, and due to weather, we just couldn't safely put on the event for the target audience. And the target audience is really the community around the school and younger grade children.
Yeah, I was there, and I feel like my hands were gonna go off.
So we're in discussions with the alderman about how to do the event in September next year, so that it's like the weather's more likely to be nice.
So more like some September Fest.
Action.
Well, we'll still call it Senntoberfest because it's kind of like got that Oktoberfest theme. So maybe we'll call it something creative. Who knows?
For Senn TV, this is Oscar Marquez reporting.
We haven't seen Mr. Collins, you guys, but we did find a camera with the footage about Mr. Collins' disappearance, and we suspect that it has something to do with the Senn TV stalker. Let's take a look what's inside. Oh, it's a old camera.
What is that?
Oh.
This thing is
like old
ancient.
Definitely.
Let's take a look at the footage.
Oh, I love my free periods. I get to read great articles, eat apples and peanut butter. Hey, what's going on? The lights went out? Huh, that's weird. That's never happened before. I wonder if school will be canceled. Could it be my printer? Is my water bottle causing all these problems? Could it be? I wonder what it could be. Hey, do you know?
Oh my god. What was that?
Mr. Collins just disappeared. What are we gonna do about it?
We could throw a party.
No, that's Sandy. It's not a joke. It's real. I'm really scared.
But the party could be real too.
But this stalker is out there, and it's not cool, Sandy. It's dangerous. Our teacher just went missing.
We could be having a party right now, but anyways, let's turn it over to current events.
Do you think it's okay to dress up as somebody's culture for Halloween?
I think other cultures find it disrespectful to dress as them because it's a certain way that they dress or they wear things and the accessories. So I don't really think it's like a positive energy that spreads when people for Halloween are dressing as if because it's a costume. You don't necessarily wear someone's culture in Halloween because that's not what it's for.
It's not right because that's someone's culture. Like, is it yours? No, it's not. So it's like you're just imitating their culture basically, and like going off like what they do and like acting how they do during this culture basically.
I don't think so, because I mean, if it's not your culture and you don't know much about it, I don't find a reason to do it. It's a lot of people would think as like mockery, like mocking someone, so it wouldn't be, I guess, respectful to the culture that it's coming from.
No, I don't.
Why?
I feel like if you're dressing like if you're not a certain culture and you dress like that culture, I feel like you're violating like what that culture believes in, and I feel like you're kind of saying like, oh, like, cause you're this, I can do whatever. Like, I don't know. It's just like I feel like it's violating. Like you're violating what another person believes in, basically.
To an extent, yeah, if it's more of a positive way of expressing the new culture, but if it's into like a racist way where they're just like slandering it or just making it or like making fun of it, then I think it's not good.
You can dress as different culture for Halloween because like your favorite character can be somebody like a different culture than you, so like it's all okay.
If as long as you're not like trying to mock another race or be disrespectful, it should be okay. But like if you're just doing it because you think how they dress is cool or something, or if you want to like see how their culture feels or something like that, whatever. Yeah, but like in the instance with the white dude that dressed up like Trayvon Martin, like that was disrespectful. Like if you're gonna do it like that, then no.
Today we're going to be talking about cultural appropriation, which is basically when a majority group takes something from a minority group without giving it respect or just claiming it as their own. Specifically around Halloween time, lots of people dress up as other cultures. Do you think that's okay, Ansha?
I think this is not right thing because sometimes people borrow costume from different culture that can be respectful to other people. And for example, I'm a Muslim, I wear this burqa. If you wear it the right way, this is okay. If you're not wear right way, it means it's gonna hurt me.
I think cultural appropriation is okay in somehow because, for example, like in my church, there's a pastor, her name is Catherine, and then she wore my traditional Korean clothes, and she wore it in a respectful way, so there was no like criticism.
I just don't think that cultural appropriation is okay because I feel like it makes the culture like a caricature and it kind of mocks the culture most of the time. Some of the times it is done in a respectful way, but if you're just dressing up and you don't know the history behind the culture or the clothing that you're wearing, I feel like it can be disrespectful.
I agree with you, Eden, you're right. Like Native American people, sometimes people wear costume on Halloween like Native American people. That the way they wear is disrespectful.
I disagree with you, Isha, because what if you are just trying to learn the culture's costumes and trying to learn the fabrics and the textures by wearing it?
What if they learn in a disrespectful way?
Well, everything is about their intentions. I mean, like, if people have good intentions with the clothes they wear, then I don't think it's, like, offensive.
Sometimes this can be offensive, though. Because, sometimes in Halloween, people wear dresses like terrorism.
Yeah, I agree with that, but sometimes in a way when you have, but in a way when you are not mocking the cultures or anything, then it would be a good intention to learn the experience of other cultures.
Maybe sometimes people don't like that someone borrowed their culture.
So recently in the news, Megyn Kelly, who on her own show, many are saying that she defended blackface by saying that it was okay because people did it when she was younger and she doesn't see why it's offensive.
What is racist? Because truly, you do get in trouble if you are a white person who puts on blackface on Halloween, or a black person who puts on whiteface for Halloween. Like back when I was a kid, that was okay as long as you were dressing up as like a character.
What do you think about this stuff?
I think she should be fired for telling white kids to put on black pants because in that way it criticizes the black races and that way they are often offended.
I agree with you that this can be like they are teaching bad things to kids, like letting them to wear a black mask. That can hurt black African American peoples too. We should not do this.
Well, there was never a point in Megyn Kelly's life that blackface was considered okay, so I don't really realize why she's defending it. And she did say that when she was younger, kids would dress up as Michael Jackson and would put on darker makeup, and she didn't think that there was anything wrong with that.
Duh, come on.
Insha, Da, and Eden just went missing. My favorite teacher went missing. My best friend just went missing. What are we gonna do about it?
Wait, Mr. Bora went missing too?
No, Mr. Colonnade. It's like we're in a horror movie.
Wow. Speaking of horror movies, we asked Senn what their favorite horror movie was. Let's hope it's not this one.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Well, my favorite scary movies is The Conjuring and then The Conjuring 2.
Why?
I don't know, like, there's just something, well, both of them are based off of, like, true stories, and I like a lot of movies that are, you know, based off of, like, real things and everything like that. I think that's one of the reasons why I was drawn to it, especially since it was a scary movie. It's, like, really weird to think, like, oh, like, someone experienced this, even if it wasn't necessarily, like, the full truth or anything. I think it's just really interesting to see, like, what these people saw or, like, thought that they saw or said that they saw, even if it wasn't.
So what's your favorite scary movie?
My favorite scary movie is Scream.
Why?
The reason why it's my favorite is because of how it has to do with someone, like, calling you on your phone, an unknown number, and they use, like, a voice modulator to hide their voice. And the worst part is when you find out who it is, it's more than one person. Like, you can't even trust anyone now because it could be anyone you know, like your mom, your neighbor, your sister, your best friend. Like, it's scary. You don't even know.
Your favorite scary movie?
My favorite scary movie is John Carpenter's The Thing.
Why?
Because it's got fantastic special effects. They're all practical and real looking, and the score is amazing. It's by Ennio Morricone, and the whole movie, you have this constant sense of dread and isolation and loneliness. I love that.
How is this scary?
It's scary because who wants to be isolated and alone in Antarctica?
Scary movie.
Amityville Horror.
Why?
Because it's the one movie that literally scared me so much I thought it was really happening.
Can you tell us some scene?
Well, it's all kinds of demons and spooks inhabit this house. It's on the East Coast, and it's this old house, and you know, it's so long ago that I saw it. It was in high school, but I just remember feeling so petrified that even when I left the theater, I thought this is happening all over the place.
I don't really watch scary movies. I don't watch that many movies in general. I prefer to read a book or spend time with friends.
Why is that?
I like imagining the stories. When I read my books, I like imagining the dialogue and how the voices sound and how the people look in my head. I don't like getting it ruined by watching the movie.
But don't you think you're missing out on all the action that's in the movies?
There is a lot of good things that happens in movies. There's a lot of good music, there's a lot of good cinematography, there's also a lot of good acting. But for me, in the time that I have, I'd just rather read a book or talk with people rather than watch that many movies.
The Quiet Place.
Why?
Because that movie has so many intensity, and I think especially the ending, the climax was very very dramatic and very interesting.
Okay, thank you.
Saw.
Why?
Because Jigsaw is really smart, so he usually uses that way to trick a lot of people. So,
Did you see all of them?
yeah,
The last one too? What did you think about the last one?
it's lit.
It was a what?
Okay, so what's your favorite scary movie?
My favorite scary movie, that would have to be the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre from the 1970s.
Why is that your favorite?
I'd say it's like, it really strikes a fear in me because I've always been afraid of like crazy backwoods people, and I feel like it's just one of the best made horror movies of all time. It's always just one that I feel like was made with a lot of suspense.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Kate.
So this was our last interview, and I'm just going to stop by my locker before we go in.
I guess I gotta do this all by myself. since everyone has gone missing. Guess we don't need this anymore. What's this? Note. A riddle, I'm one of you, and I'm coming for you too. What does that mean? They're not gonna get me anyways. Anyways, let's talk about this dress code. We weren't allowed to dress up for Halloween? I guess I have to do an editorial on this. I remember back in elementary school, I wasn't allowed to wear any costumes, but I was required to say the Pledge of Allegiance for a grade. And to be frank, I do feel like I missed a big part of my childhood because I wasn't able to show off my costume off at school. By restricting costumes, we're restricting kids from their childhood. Why can't we just let kids be kids? Why can't schools just create a policy for costumes to be school appropriate, non-violent, and non-offensive? Cut! Cut! I don't know what to do now. Oscar and Patrick are off filming sports. Lucy's with her counselor, and Aviance and Monique have been sick. I guess I'll just walk around the school. Can you help me? Can you help me?
You got a pass?
Let's turn over to Patrick with sports.
Hello there, son. My name is Patrick Williams. We're a sports analyst, and today I'm here with Marcus Riley, the boys basketball coach.
Hey, how you doing?
So, what are your basic plans for this season? You know, your basic goals.
My basic goal is to get us the Senn Bulldogs out of the Blue North Conference. I plan on winning the conference, going undefeated. I plan on pressing and playing full speed, almost like the Golden State Warriors, pretty much, without so many threes.
Players to look out for this season?
I got a senior guard, Noah Chapman, that played varsity for 3 years. He averaged 24, 7, and 5 last year as a junior. Also, I got Kevin Tagby. He's a junior this year. David Brian, he's a transfer from Uplift. Also, I got a couple of young guys that's pretty much going to do anything I ask, as far as sophomore transfer. Ross Freeman, also freshman guard Darion Williams.
Okay. You have any plans this season to bring in any more classic rivalries with, surrounding schools such as Sullivan? You know, any classic rivalries during those games?
Yeah, Sullivan. We owe them from last year because they beat us in the conference championship last year, so we owe them one. They in our conference. Also, I got a couple of big games against some big schools. I got Orr for the Arnie Duncan shootout. We play Orr at Orr. They two-way state champs. I also got my old high school, Farragut Career Academy. They supposed to be top in the state this year. So we got a couple of big games coming up. Also, we got Loyola Academy. They supposed to be pretty good. So like, yeah, I'm definitely trying to build a culture here at Senn.
All right. Your statement for Senn High School to get the kids pumped up. Your statement.
I'm trying to build a culture. I want everybody to come out and support my guys. They've been working hard for a while for far as study hall and conditioning. We're going to leave it all out there. So we're going to play hard. We're going to play tough. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun this year.
All right, thank you. Good luck to you and the boys this season.
All right, thanks. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Yep.
This is Oscar Marquez reporting. The whole Senn TV crew is missing at this moment. The stalker has taken them, or I don't know what's going on, but I guess I'm just gonna sign off. Toots. Ah!
My gut suckers!
Oh my god. What was that? You get to say something. Yes.
It's like we're in a horror movie.
Speaking of horror, no.
You can use a prompt.
Is that a
Don't
prop?
ask what's in this. Just pretend like you found this.
Insha, Da, and Eden just went missing. My best friend. 3, 2, 1, action.
No, I